Good afternoon.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right, thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. We will start with the broadcast section that's got no embargo, followed by an embargo section. As always, no live tweeting during the broadcast section, please, and phones on silent after last week, please. We'll start with team news from Sky, and then ask for a maximum of 2 questions per person to get through as many as we can in the time we have. Jamie.
Very good, thank you.
Can I ask you first of all about the team news? Hugo aside, is everyone else available?
Yeah, everyone else is available for the next game. We are all disappointed about Hugo, and he's injured. But, however, we have a good experienced goalkeeper, like Fraser, Forster, with a great experience in Premier League, and a good experience in Champions League. So we have a tough 5 weeks in front of us with Fraser. We trust in Fraser, so we are happy to play with him in the squad. And also we say to Hugo, see you soon again, because he need a good recovery. He need maybe between 5-7 weeks to be back with us.
In some ways, is it maybe a good thing for Hugo? He has made a couple of mistakes recently. He himself has said that he's maybe not as mentally sharp as he should be after the World Cup. Can it be a good thing that he comes back mentally refreshed as well as physically refreshed?
It was better to have Hugo with us. All the keeper made some mistakes sometimes, and it's not good to have an injured. And I think we cannot say this. We prefer to have Hugo with us, so that's it. But he could use this time to recover also mentally if he had a heavy moment after the World Cup. But Hugo was recovering well. He played the last games very well. So was a good moment for him. He recovered from the World Cup completely. So that's it.
And on the subject of recovering well, how is Antonio, and will he be taking the team on Saturday?
Antonio is back. This morning was into the pitch with us. He has to take it easy for a bit, but and we were so happy to meet him again in the training ground. The player, he spent time to hug everyone into the training ground, and we didn't speak about his what he will do in the next match, but he's back, and we are happy for that, and we have time to arrive to the game ready also with Antonio.
And you've reminded him that you've got a 100% record?
No, never. I spoke about this because it's only a joke.
Yeah.
It's only a joke.
Thank you.
Lindsay.
Speaking about Hugo's absence, it's obviously an opportunity for Fraser as well. Different goalkeepers, different styles. What is it you like about Fraser's goalkeeping?
First thing, I like Fraser like a man, because he's a very good man. His behavior in this season was perfect. So every day he pushed himself to train hard, but really hard. And with this behavior, he pushed also Hugo to train very hard. So he's a great man before to be a great goalkeeper, because we don't have to forget that we have men before we have player. And Fraser, I like Fraser. The difference between Hugo is we start to thinking about physically. He's a keeper perfect for the Premier League style, for the type of game we are going to play in Premier League. He uses both feet when he play with the ball. So it will be interesting to see him for some weeks to play with us, and we trust in him. We completely trust in him.
There are some games that can be catalysts for the rest of the season. Is that how you're reflecting, especially as well with what Harry Kane achieved too on the Manchester City result?
Yes, there are sometimes a game, and we spoke before the last game. If you reach and you win this type of game, you can create a good momentum in the season. But to do this, you have to win the next and the next and the next again. And to do this, you have to work well, to be well prepared, and play with humility. And don't lose this aspect, because what changed in our mind in the last period is the way we are approaching the game. And we have to continue in this way. But to do that, we have to look in between of us and understand why we change. This is the most important thing.
Thanks, Lindsay. Ian?
Hi, Christian. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
With Saturday in mind, and maybe Antonio coming back, maybe not coming back, how much was last weekend your tactics, your game plan, or how much input did he have, so therefore this weekend will be exactly the same as last weekend, just a different person standing on the touchline?
But we knew very well the way that City used to play, to keep possession, to do many passes, and we expect this type of game. We were aggressive in the first game in their stadium. We were so aggressive, and we prepared the game to be aggressive again. City surprised us a bit in the start, using Bernardo Silva in between two strikers, between the line, like number 10 with two strikers. But we adapt immediately our pressure and our behavior. But I think that is not the most important thing. The most important thing is play with humility, be ready to suffer, and we prepare the game to suffer, and be active in the game. And this was the best thing we show in this game. Many times we push them back with the ball and to don't consider line breaks, and this was the best thing we did in the last game. We prepared this type of game. We reached our target, and we won the game being aggressive. And this was very important.
How much were they your tactics, your personal ones, or was it a combination of you?
No, our tactic came from the job that Antonio did for a long time. For me, it was easy to continue to work in the same. You can change something, and we change something. Me and Ryan Mason, not because I am here. I'm speaking only about me. Also, Ryan, we spoke immediately during the game. We have to change something, and we use Eric Dier to be aggressive on Bernardo Silva. This was tactically the only aspect we changed. But normally we work, continue and follow what Antonio did, since he was in charge. So the last week was tough, but we worked well. We work very well.
And lastly, how much did you enjoy it, being the manager?
I enjoy a lot. But and we take more responsibility. But it's a job we do with passion, and being a manager, live this type of experience was good for me, but also for all the staff, because all the staff was in charge to work with me.
Cool. Ali?
You talk about aggression there. Obviously, you won't have Christian Romero for this match. He's now, I think it's 6 yellow cards in his last 6 games. How do you stop him crossing that line, but keep the aggression, which clearly is a part of his game as well?
Yeah, to don't consider a yellow card, you have to arrive on the ball and use your tackle in the right time. So we can work on the timing. He has to jump, he has to tackle, and try to win the ball. We will work into this aspect, keeping the same aggressiveness. he can bring very good skill. He can bring experience. He's a young player with a great experience, and technically he's a fantastic player. His enthusiasm to play in a new league, in a new team, could be a boost for us when we decide to use him. Thank you.
Jack?
Hi, Christian. You talked about how against Manchester City, Eric Dier would step forward into midfield when Tottenham didn't have the ball. Was that just a one-off for that occasion, or is this something we will see more of?
No, it was in that moment we need to use it, and we use it in a moment. If will happen again, maybe we could use, but we had other solution to try to play in that game. We thought that was the right solution, and we use it. But it's not the only one.
Eric obviously had a very difficult spell before the World Cup, but against Manchester City, it looked like his best game for a long time. Do you feel that with him and maybe some of the other players, some of the confidence is starting to return?
Yeah, it's not a return. Eric Dier was with us. Like I said about the keeper, everyone has some moment with problem. They are men before. They are not robot. So this season is particular, and for many teams is particular. We are not the only team that sometimes the performance of some player can drop a bit, because it's normal. They are not a robot. So Eric Dier is back. Eric Dier played some great game, because it was not only this game he played very well. Also in Manchester he played a great game, and in Fulham he played a great game. So it's a bit time that Eric Dier is back.
Thanks, Jack. Okay,
the
James,
performance.
finish this section with George after that, please.
Hi, Christian. There's been a lot of speculation about Antonio's future, what might happen next season, his contract. Whatever happens with him, I assume will have an effect on you. And I just wondered if you two had ever talked about that, if that was something that you had discussed.
No, we never talk about that, because I said one time, and we are so focused on the moment and the next game, the next training, the next step we have to do it, next solution we have to try to create and to build in the team. So we have never spoken about this.
Is it not difficult for you though to not know whether you might have a
For
job or
who?
not?
For me?
For you, yeah. I just wondered
No.
on a personal level if you're sort of relaxed about that situation.
In football, you cannot be relaxed. If you have a contract, or if you don't have a contract, it's not never. You can be relaxed. You have to work hard, and when you approach on the next game you have, you cannot be relaxed. You live this with energy, because you want to win. So you don't have time to talk about the future. This is our life. This is football. This is sports. You think about the next target you have to achieve. The next what you want to achieve is only about this. So, and you are not relaxed because you have a contract.
Okay, finish with George, please.
Hi, Christian. You've obviously got Leicester on Saturday, but you've also got the AC Milan game on Tuesday. Do you have to consider the AC Milan game when you do selection for this weekend, or is it completely just the first one?
Yeah, maybe we have to consider also next week is a week that we have to play 3 games. So you have to think about all the week. And so AC Milan is a game that we play in this week. And then we have another tough game at home against West Ham. And so, yes, of course, you think about this, but the most important thing is the next one, next step by step. We try to, and we pick up every time the team that we think is the best team to win the next game, and to prepare the team for all the week.
Just one from me. The team will be playing Leicester tomorrow. The women's team are going to be playing at the stadium on Sunday against Man United.
yeah, we wish them all the best. Is an important game that they play at our stadium, and we expect 30,000 people. If it's possible, +1, because I would like to go with them to feel. And I met part of their staff sometimes, and I can feel the passion they use in their job, and the passion they use to try to be better every day. You can feel this. They transfer to me a lot of passion, and I enjoy to talk with them about football, about their experience. So I would like to be at the stadium to watch their game.
Perfect. Okay, we'll end the broadcast section there.